All right, guys, if you can get back on Twitter and let Maven know you are disappointed in his life decisions to buy 300 cases on Counter-Strike Global Offensive, we have a tournament in a week that we'll be casting. And I don't
That's
know if
pretty much like a full paycheck.
basically 2 paychecks for him. We'll see how that goes.
Gosh.
Anyway.
He's going to wait. I have a great Maven story I can tell before this match starts.
Yeah, please do.
We went to IHOP in Anaheim. It was me, Maven, Scott, Gandhi, and over 2. Patrick Price was there. I believe Ace, Aaron Elam. We all get individual meals at IHOP. Maven proceeds to question the waiter on what his favorite Halo was. Maven wasn't happy about that through his menu across the IHOP. Then when we got our bill, he proceeded to say, "Don't worry, guys, I will pay for it as my credit card is fake money that doesn't exist."
Fake money.
He did this 2 days in a row.
For those of you heading to college, getting your first credit card, it is real money, and you have to pay it back
You
at some
eventually
point.
have to pay that.
Learn from Maven's mistakes. Even on his 40th birthday, Maven does what he wants.
Don't take all your friends to IHOP and pay for all of it.
Honestly, if you're going to take your friends out for a late dinner,
Yeah,
make sure it's IHOP or Denny's. You don't want to spend real money.
right.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
you can just charge it. And I mean, evidently, you don't have to pay. Evidently, everything that I've charged, I've had to pay.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's the same way with you.
That's normally how the world works.
We'll have to figure out what credit card company Maven's working with to see where he gets these credit cards.
Or
where he
the
doesn't
name
have to
on the
pay
credit card.
Where he doesn't have to pay the bill for them.
I like it.
I'd like to acquire one of those.
I also just peeked over, and I will be able to pull up the Denial versus Orbit match that's currently going on. In the meantime, though, we're going into the action. Riot Search and Destroy Game 2. OpTic Gaming up a big 1-0 here in the semifinals. Going up against this Prophecy squad that looked much better than I predicted to start the day.
No, Puckett, we need to get these players to change their gamer tags.
Yeah, it hurts your brain, right?
Right.
Justice, OpTic Bows, Curse Moach.
Yeah.
That's 3 different
You have-
teams.
you
And then
have
you got a
4
Prof
different
Ricky
teams
coming in.
represented.
At least use Prof as your clan tag or something.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree with you. They need to change that. But this map, offensive sides, we're pretty much just going to see people just run straight down the A street. Don't really see anything too crazy. One person on the flank for OpTic actually right away. It's going to be Krim. But we pretty much see what we're seeing right now through the entire game. And you're really going to need to see which team wins those offensive rounds, because the offensive side, a little bit least favorable. Obviously running down that street, pretty difficult. But you're going to need to see teams win those offensive rounds.
Formal last man standing here for OpTic, 1-on-2. And I'm going to take my screen to him. Here's Ricky. Here's a look at where Moach is. Formal just passed Moach, and Moach should be able to chase him down. He will. 1-0 for Prof on the attack. Bit surprised to see Classic taking the bomb. What do you think of that decision, rather than giving it to someone like Embos, for example?
I would have figured Embos would carry bomb, but we're seeing a lot of teams starting to, do what OpTic has been doing pretty much since Ghost. You kind of look at Nate as their OBJ player, but on Ghost they gave the bomb to Proof. Here they give the bomb to Formal. You're starting to see teams get away from having that first OBJ player being the bomb carrier. It makes a little bit of sense because, even in looking at other games, your player who is your intro killer going in really isn't the one that you want having the bomb, because it's most likely going to drop in a bad spot if it does.
Right.
So I totally get the fact that they're having, the slower players, the players that are going to be alive mostly the whole round, start carrying the bomb.
Scump took it this round. Formal pushed up most aggressively. He is dropped, so first blood is going to go to Prophecy. IMR out for nade shot, and he will not be able to finish one player up top. It was Ricky winning that battle with the bow. Scump underneath 3 players, make it 4 players as Krim all out on his own at A. He will be chased down, but able to trade 1. Scump gets 1, going for 2 here. If he gets this kill, this round not over, and just like that, Ricky comes back and gets the final kill with the help of Classic from behind. And we're going to see a 2-0 start for Prophecy.
Prophecy was one of the better Riot S&D teams when they had Parasite in the league, so I would not be surprised to see them take this map, have it carry over. And this is kind of where OpTic, you see how they play. They either get 3-0s and they win that S&D, or they win 3-1, they win all the respawns. So they really just need to focus on their S&D gameplay. If OpTic could really lock down Search and Destroy as a game mode, they would just be 3-0ing everybody left and
Looking
right.
at Bose. Bose is not going to pick up that. Instead, he's going with the double frag. He's got some trophy system as well. Those grenades going out on top, and he's got a teammate charging right in. Moch is going to back up. The bomb going down currently, and that means Scump is going to charge out here and challenge Classic most likely. Classic wins the one-on-one. And that was actually a really nice setup. It was Ricky that player was looking at. So nice setups here from Prophecy to trade.
Yeah, very nice bait and switch right there. I think you're going to see, as this game kind of progresses meta-wise, that the S&D is all about baiting and switching. You know, with the fast movement to try and challenge people one-on-one, as Classic did right there with Formal, not really going to see that be as effective. You're going to see a lot of baiting and switching. Formal in a very difficult spot right now. 2 players of Prophecy alive. Mochilla doing a very nice job to just get away from him. And Prof with a very nice start here, up 3-0.
I'm impressed, man. Very impressed by the plant, the cover of the plant. Scump had no option, and he was just cleaned up to give first blood. And then once you have first blood, it's all momentum. 5-2 from Classic, 5-1 from Moch to open things up. Ricky right behind him as well.
Yep, very nice start there from Prophecy. I'm going to look to see if OpTic can win one of these offensive rounds and start to bring it back. If they win this round, Puckett, fully expect them to get it to a 3-2, and then they just need to win another offensive round.
No one nading across like Prof does every round. They nade so that you cannot turn that level 2 corner. Instead, Scumpy trying to shoot up in the air when he had the bomb. He's going to have Crim 6 and nade shot left. As I say that, Crim is cleaned up. So nade in a 1-on-3. This round looking all over as OpTic is getting slapped around here on Riot. Just total dominance of map positioning here by Prophecy.
It isn't close at all, to be honest. You know, we're seeing Prof pull out all the stops. You know, spawn nading, you know, getting those pre-nades on, picking up 1 kill. I believe that was on Formal. And then, you know, picking up these rest of these kills pretty easily. You're going to see Nade Shot, the last one alive, but really he has no position to make any plays.
Classic waiting for him. We'll clean it up, and you're round in a kill cam. 4-0, Prophecy rolling. They only dropped 1 player that round.
Yes, they are just dominating this S&D. Looks like OpTic, you know, almost giving it away to them right now. Just trying to get to those respawns, knowing that they'll probably beat them.
Huh. Interesting stuff here. Does OpTic just roll over and let this happen?
Yeah, you know, knowing their players, I don't think they will. But at this point, it's going to be very difficult to come back because that offensive side is so... it's such a disadvantage if you play the defensive side right, that it's going to be difficult for OpTic to make up a few rounds on the offensive side, especially from what we've seen from them already.
Moch challenging Nade Shot inside at the start. Classic in position to put the bomb down. Formal about to peak. Classic can't finish. Charging in now with the bomb. Very aggressive. Ricky cleans up 1, and Moch is going to get Formal. So just like that, it's going to be a 3-on-2. Classic rotating over to B. I like this play. Only Nade Shot to deal with over here, but Nade could get in position in time. And it looks like Classic will have cover by the time Nade gets here. 1-on-1 up top. Not going to show you anything because my controller's broken. There we go. And Nade did get the pick on Classic there.
He did get that kill. It looked like Classic auto-mantled and put him in a pretty bad spot. Right now, Nade trying to focus down on Ricky. But obviously, Bomb is down. You know, doesn't have a ton of time. He needed to pick up that kill. That kill was important. But at the same time, he needed to go near Bomb.
Rough game for OpTic. Something we're not really used to seeing. Even when they lose their searches, it's not 6-0.
Right. No, they never lose 6-0 generally. And even their scoreboard is a little bit odd. Scump 1-5 right now up on top of the scoreboard just because of that 1 plant.
It's a powerful plant, man.
Yeah, meaningful plant.
All right, I just got rid of my cord. We should be good, guys. This is going to be a cordless controller. Loving it. OpTic back on the attack. Nade Shot on your screen is going to be pushing right. Going to try and get the angle on players low. Defense bought on B a little bit, but as I showed you, Nade, he gets sniped by Moch. Scump is going to get the bomb down. No protection, though. Has to win this 1-on-1, and he does. So a big kill there. His teammate over at B got cleaned up by Embos. That was Crim 6 on the flank, and that melee is going to leave it all up to Formal here. 1-on-2, and you see Embos get the kill inside with the IMR. Ricky gets the defuse, and OpTic gets their first 6-0 thrashing of the day at the hands of Prophecy.
Oh, that was a strong beating.
Guys from Twitter, hop on. Let Prophecy know you're impressed if you were. I thought that was an insane game from Classic and Moch. Props to Ricky and Bose for knowing exactly what to do to contribute to the team as well.
Yeah, it's just a phenomenal all-around game from Prophecy. They knew exactly what they wanted to do every round. Ricky 6-1, Mochilla 7-3, getting those pre-Nas. Just a very dominant performance on SND Riot from Prof.
All right, after this, we have game number 3. It's all tied up 1-1. Who is going to take the CTF and the uplink? We know we're going to at least game 4. We'll find out after this. I assume Nadeshot is going to be hosting.